Hello, here we are again for another cooking video. And as Thanksgiving is approaching, you're probably been thinking what to serve your family. So we thought of sharing you this easy recipe that was shared to me by my good friend. Shout out to Ace if you're watching and if you remember this recipe. And so we're gonna make zucchini soup today. Welcome to our kitchen. Alright, for the ingredients, we're gonna need, since we're gonna saute our zucchini first, we'll need onion and garlic. We have zucchini, 3 pieces of zucchini. We have chicken broth, heavy whipping cream, salt and pepper to taste. We got 3 pieces of bay leaf or dahon ng laurel, and we have Parmesan cheese. So we cut our zucchinis into small pieces. Mas maganda pantay-pantay that they are equal sizes. So when you cook them, they're gonna cook at the same time. We minced the garlic. We put a lot of garlic and a lot of onion. This one is cubed naman. So kanina, I forgot to mention we'd need a tablespoon of butter and also a tablespoon of olive oil or your cooking oil of choice. And so we heated our pan, and now we're gonna put our cooking oil. We're gonna put our onion, caramelized already, so let's put our garlic. Maraming garlic and maraming onion, they're good for your immune system, tsaka anti-inflammation, cholesterol, and many other benefits. Then our zucchini. Let's add the butter. You could do the same process if you don't like zucchini. Actually, wala yatang zucchini sa Philippines, ano? But you could try squash or asparagus or broccoli and be doing the same process. Mamaya ibe-blender natin to make a creamy soup. And now let's add our broth, our chicken broth. So if you're a vegetarian, you could do vegetable broth. Let's add our salt and pepper. So the broth is a liter or 4 cups. This is a half tablespoon of salt and about less than a teaspoon of pepper. We'll add our bay leaf. We're gonna simmer this or let it boil for a few. Alright, so I think this is done. And although we're gonna be putting this in the blender, you'd know that it is done when you could put your fork on it, through it. Alright, so this is done. We'll let it cool and we'll put it in the blender later. So we are done sauteing our zucchini. We let it cool for a little bit para hindi naman masira ang ating blender. So we'll transfer, put it in the blender, and then put it back in the pot. It will be almost done. It looks like it's complicated, but actually gisa lang, blender, balik init, and put all the rest of the 2 remaining ingredients, and the soup would be ready. Very important that before we put it in the blender, we'll remove our bay leaf. So when you started cooking, remember how much you put in it. So kanina, we have put 3 pieces. So we're gonna need to remove 3 pieces of laurel kasi it's not supposed to be blenderized. And at this point, natapos na ang role niya sa cooking na to. So we'll put this away na. And now let's transfer our cooked zucchini or sauteed zucchini in broth sa ating blender. So let's put it in the blender. So you could set aside a few part of this para if you want some texture, or if you want them all to be just fine texture, then it's all together. But if you want variation, then you could set aside a few pieces or a few part of it. So you could stop the machine with this texture kung gusto mo ng texture, or you could keep going if you want it finer. And actually, this Vitamix has a capacity to make soup. Pero if we ended up cooking the whipped cream all together kanina, we could have done the finish cooking or preparing in this one. Pero we have always practiced na after blender, we put it back in the pot, add the whipping cream and the Parmesan cheese before we serve. So now let's just put it back here. We have a creamy soup. We like it this way, but again, it depends on your preference if you want it finer or with more texture. So let's put our whipping cream. If you are not wanting animal products and you want to be 100% plant-based, I haven't tried, but you probably could substitute this to coconut cream. And let's add the last ingredients, the shaved Parmesan cheese. We'll cover this, let it boil, and it would be ready to serve. Let's add more cheese here. You could do shaved or shredded cheese. And again, if you want plant-based, then you could add your plant-based cheese alternative. Hi to Mami Selly, who loves this zucchini soup. So there you go. Here's your soup recipe for Thanksgiving. Turkey, salad, dessert na lang ang problema because you've got a soup idea already. And we hope that you liked our video, and please like and subscribe. God bless. Bye! Tingnan natin. Ang sarap. Bye!